Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, on today's episode of the Bullet Points, Biden takes credit for the Senate bipartisan deal. They start doing swing state ads around gun control. This is about to get spicy, and we are going to break it all down for you right here. Everything is linked in the description per usual, and if you guys think that we have earned that subscription, we're always looking to get more people in the fold to further this message more quickly, more efficiently. Thank you so much for your consideration. I'm going to say a quick word from our sponsor, and then we're going to get into the details. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think in the comments field. But I know a lot of you out there like to repair and upgrade your own guns. If you're looking for a way to take your hobby to the next level, Sonoran Desert Institute can help. The online programs at SDI cover armor courses, gunsmithing, ballistics, woodworking and finishing, shoot sports management, and more. Plus, tools and materials are shipped directly to your door. There's never been a better time to get an education you can actually use on the job, so what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description box below, find out a little bit more, and thank you so much to SDI for making the videos this week possible. But, brothers and sisters, we have got to talk about this because Biden and the Democrats are coming out and focusing on gun laws in swing states. That's extremely telling, and we're going to break down the why here in a second. But here's the article. Like I said, it's always linked, and I want to hear from you guys because this is something right here. Pro-Biden group pours money into touting bipartisan gun safety law. This came out on the 14th, so that would be today. Now, the big thing about this is the whole pitch from the Biden administration is we're doing all these great things, just no one knows about them. It's not that we suck at life. No. It's people just don't understand what we do. Okay, well, this pro-Biden group has taken that to heart, and they put out a new ad in swing states. Check this out right here. The pro-Biden group, Building Back Together, launched a six-figure ad campaign in key midterm swing states on Thursday, touting the passage of the bipartisan gun safety legislation that President Biden signed the week. I think it was like last week, whatever. But this is where it gets really interesting. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this. Here's the actual ad itself, and listen to the spin on this.
Is tearing our country apart. For the first time in decades, Congress has done something about it.
Congress passing the biggest changes to our nation's gun laws in nearly 30 years.
This new law addresses loopholes, strengthens background checks for those under 21, and provides funding for mental health and crisis intervention programs. Some doubted it was possible, but President Biden got it done. And Joe Biden knows we need more action to keep our communities safe. It's about saving lives. That's the bottom line.
Okay, I can't help it, but at the end there, does anyone else think? Just saying. All right, so he's actually trying to take credit for the Senate bipartisan deal. The Democrats are trying to spin it as Joe was on the ground. Lunchbox Joe, he got it done. Joe was freaking Weekend at Bernie's on this thing. The only reason that this thing even went anywhere is because Republicans decided, you know what? It's in our best interest to do something, but not something, but still get some credit and really stab some people right in the back. That's what Republicans did. That's why Republicans drove this entire thing. That's why Cornyn drove the entire thing to the ground and then tried to sell it to the Republicans. Biden wasn't even there. Anyway, that's the ad itself, but it brings up an interesting question. Why are they slating it in those states? Check out which states it is, because this is interesting. The ad is slated to run in Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Nevada, which are all home to competitive gubernatorial, Senate, and House races this campaign cycle. That's interesting, because Nevada has been deep blue for a long time. Wisconsin, kind of back and forth, and Pennsylvania has traditionally been Republican on the legislature, but they kind of go back and forth on the governorship and the Senate. This is very interesting, those three states, but this is probably driving a little bit. Now, this is from a Gallup polling about a week and a half ago. Check this out. Americans' intensity running high before U.S. midterms came out July 8th. Look at the graph that they're representing. The number 2 issue here, they're saying, is gun policy. Number 1 is the economy, and number 2 is gun policy. Number 3 is abortion. I don't know if the economy is that close to gun policy, because this is a Gallup poll after all, but this might be driving some of their decision-making over at Building Back Together Better Policy, whatever, the pro-Biden group. That's interesting data to look at. We're going to continue to follow this, but listen to the rest of this article. Biden and his allies have promoted the legislation, which is one of the president's biggest bipartisan achievements during the administration. Biggest achievement, bipartisan, buzzwords. The law and the ad buy come as Biden continues to face dismal approval ratings in the face of his first midterm election as president. It's going so bad, we've got to give you credit for the bipartisan deal that you weren't even around for. Anyway, this is the last piece I have for you. Despite the bipartisan achievement, Republican leaders have seemingly shut the door on additional gun control talks. Yeah, you better. Quote, no, we're done, said Senator John Cornyn of Texas. Now, pause for a second. John Cornyn doesn't exactly have the trust that I would like to have in a sitting senator, but if he's saying, no, we're done, that is kind of shutting the door. But again, it depends which way the wind is blowing and what day it is and what he's wearing. But anyway, let's keep going. The lead Republican on the legislation said, when asked whether Republicans would negotiate with Democrats on limiting access to assault-style rifles or other gun control reforms in the wake of the Highland situation earlier this month. Now, this is in the Hill. This isn't a pro-gun control apparatus here. But it shows you something interesting. They're doing $100,000 six-figure ad buys all around Biden trying to take credit for something that he had no part in because they believe that gun policy is more important than the economy or right there at it. This is getting interesting, and when you partner in which states they're doing this in, it shows you where they're afraid. Nevada, that is historically blue. Pennsylvania, they think they have a chance, but they got to reinforce. And what was the other one? Wisconsin? About that. That's part of that blue wall, isn't it? Yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you tonight at 9 p.m. segment. I'm Braden. See you later.